What's up, Nurse Quell? What's up, Itsy Bitsy Shakes? How you all doing? You all, it's a lot going on tonight, and more of this stuff is non-YouTube stuff than anything, but it's a lot going on tonight. And we'll discuss some YouTube things as well, but it's a lot of things going on tonight that I'm going to talk about. First of all, um, what Queen Tulsa was talking about was dead on about the young man. His last name is McIntyre. He's from Missouri. He came to St. Louis. He came from St. Louis to San Antonio on vacation, and he was unalived. But the police doesn't think it's foul play. But he called 911 and said that somebody racist was after him. And you all, it's really odd. It's really, really odd. So I checked on it, and I know the location, and it's really interesting. So let me give everybody a shout out again. Uh, Pisces girl, I didn't try to show out. I didn't try to show out, Pisces. I just did my show, and sometimes you got to do some things, but I didn't show out. I didn't show out, and I just want people to know that nobody don't need you to do no show. God don't need no matches. He's fine all by himself. And that means I don't need nobody. I'm not God, but baby, I don't need you to do my show. I can do my show on my own. Hey, somebody. Hey, Taylor, what's up? Well, thank you. I appreciate that pause and clause. Um, Baby, you gotta cuss. Look, I don't cuss often. Y'all, I really don't try to cuss often, but see, I cuss so little that when I do cuss, it makes it count. See, when people over cuss, they do overkill with the cussing, it's not effective. But when somebody don't cuss, it really means something. So let me go back to that situation. So this young man is named McIntyre, and he came to San Antonio for vacation from Missouri. And he was unalived on the 14th of this month. And it's really odd because, again, the San Antonio police is saying that there is no foul play involved. But this young man called 911 saying that somebody was after him and they were racist. Now, this man is 26 or 28 years old. I think he's 26. Very attractive man. He is gay. Now, where this situation took place is odd. So in San Antonio, the Saludo Creek, let me explain. San Antonio has a network of parks where they all connect with each other. It goes from all the way to the south side, all the way to the northwest side. Is an extensive park. You can have to call an Uber back because it's extensive. But the area that he was in was kind of urban. Now, don't get me wrong, the Saludo Park area is very lush and green, but he was on Holbrook Street, which is not too far from Fort Sam military institution or military installation rather in San Antonio. And I want you all to know that it is not a majorly wooded area. Don't get me wrong, it's wooded, but it's in the urban core. So it's not like he was in the country. This situation was in the city. Now, this is what's really crazy. If somebody had a firearm, it would have been heard. If somebody was after him, somebody would have seen it because people use these trails to jog, to do biking, to do roller skating. I have taken this trail riding my bicycle. And I never felt unsafe because it's in the city core. So I don't know what's going on. And I'm not trying to speculate that he was doing something that would cause him to be unalived, but people got to be careful. I don't really know what's going on. All I know is that he came to San Antonio on his birthday to celebrate. It was a vacation. They said that he was at brunch with his sister, and then he went out and he was supposed to come back, and he never came back. Now, again, the area where he was found unalive is in an urban core area. As a matter of fact, it's not too far again from Fort Sam Military Institution installation. Rather, I don't know why I want to call it institution. Installation. This park is urban, you all, and I'm telling you, it's not like some forest park where it's a park within the city. You go through many neighborhoods, some areas rural, some areas urban, but where he was found was again at the not too far from the military base. And that's what makes it so odd. And so, because Eisenhower is a place where a lot of Black people live, a lot of Spanish people live, but the military base is not that far from it. So I'm really intrigued now of what really happened to him, because the police are saying that, hey, we don't see any foul play. We don't see anything going on that says that somebody did something to him. I don't know what happened to him, but he called 911 saying that there was a racist after him. And that's interesting too, you all, because I'm not saying that there are no racist people in San Antonio, but I would be more nervous in the north central area of San Antonio, because where this person is particularly Black and Hispanic. And you all, the only reason why I know is because I used to ride my bicycle. We used to do bike rides on this trail. This trail is a jogging trail. So, and I've taken the Saludo Creek trail quite a few times and never had an issue. Now, I must admit that I've always been with someone, but I wouldn't have felt some kind of way alone. So I don't know what happened. Y'all, I don't know if he was having a mental health crisis. I don't know if a real racist was after him. I don't know if he was going to meet somebody up in that park. Boo boo, I don't know. I'm being honest. But I want to give a shout out to Queen Tulsa for bringing that to our attention, because I didn't even know about it until she mentioned it. And again, you all, he's a very attractive, nice looking Black man. His last name is McIntyre, I believe. And he was former military, gay, but looked like a fun man. And you know, and what I mean by that is he looked like he traveled. And again, I'm shocked. And it happened here in San Antonio. It happened at a park where a lot of people frequent. This is not like a park where it's desolate and no one shows up. And no, this is the part where somebody will see something or hear something. It's a bike going by. It's roller skating people going by. It's a lot of things happening there. So I know somebody had to see something, you all. I know they did. And in the location that's in, it just baffles me. So you all, we'll follow that. Keep that in mind. Um, I don't think it happened at night because it was brunch. He left his sister from brunch, meaning that it was in the afternoon. And then, yeah. So, well, this is the thing. We know that there is a serial unaliver in Austin, Texas, but it could be the case that there may be one in San Antonio. You never know these days. But again, with this location, I'm shocked. Y'all, I'm being real. This is not a place that I don't know about. First of all, it's close to the military base. Second of all, if you ever rode a bicycle, you've been through that area. If you ever roller skated or did rollerblades, you've been through that area. I mean, and these parks are connected. So it's crazy. So I don't know what's going on. And I'm not speculating. I'm not going to tarnish anybody's reputation, but I am looking at all possibilities because it could have been a racist. It could have been that. Or he could have been suffering some type of mental breakdown or traumatic experience. He could have been meeting up with somebody. We don't know. But all I do know is that area is very heavily frequented by bicyclers and I mean people, bicyclists rather, and people who roller skate and do the roller the yeah, it's just, and it's near a military installation. Yeah, PDP, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. So I don't know what's going on. Hey, what's up, Hood Table? So I wanted to talk about that. Um, Let me see what people are saying. My pastor said when society normalized hate and it opens people to be comfortable open and spewing. Yeah, that's too true. But I don't know in this case, and you all, it is in San Antonio. It is in San Antonio. So baby, it is in San Antonio. That's all I'm gonna say. Let me move on. So you all keep that family in prayer. The police are saying that they don't see any foul play. The family is saying that he called 911 and said that, hey, there was somebody really after him. And you all, we don't know. We just don't know. We just don't know. It was a little north of Fort Sam, but you all, it's crazy because this is not a, a suburban park. It is an urban park. It is a place where people come, and but it is San Antonio and there is a lot of nature, fauna. It's a lot of trails. It's near a river creek. So yeah, it is crazy. So he did call and say that somebody racist was after him. But I'm gonna tell you, if it were a firearm, somebody would hear it. You cannot shoot something and nobody don't hear it. So I'm just saying that. Oh, we're gonna talk about Armand Wiggins too, baby. But I wanted to hit this first because I told Queen Tulsa that I would follow up on it, and I did, and everybody's baffled. Everybody's baffled. So I'm gonna keep my ears to the ground on this one because it's in San Antonio. One, it's in a very public park. Number two, and the police are saying that it was no foul play, but there was a phone call that was saying, "Hey, it happened." You know, baby, it's a lot. It's a lot going on. So let me get to the next thing. You all, I don't hate the church. And let me say this, I don't hate the church. I hate organizations that take advantage of people. I hate organizations that manipulate and malign people. I hate groupthink. And so, because I am the church. You're the church collectively and you're the church individually. Um, Rob Parsley, a tape of audio tape of Rob Parsley berating his employees, his church ministry employees, just was leaked. And when I tell you it was crazy how he talked to that man, but I have already heard that Rob Parsley is a piece of work from people who live in his neighborhood. And when you look at those comments that people left, People were saying that his mama was the same way. And they said the apple don't fall far from the tree. But the sad part about it is Rob Parsley is not the only minister who talks to people like dogs. Let me say this. I work for a company that did work with Benny Hinn. This is when Benny Hinn was in Orlando. When I tell you that the Orlando Sentinel wrote a scathing story about Benny Hinn, and they got the information because somebody, I guess, at his ministry leaked, baby, he fired the whole department. That's what these people do. I know personally a female evangelist, very well known from New York, was in the airport. And I saw, and it's really interesting because I met this person at an event in Lakeland, Florida, when the Carpenter's Home Church was actually a big church. This was mega church before people knew what mega church was. Carpenter's Home Church was in Lakeland, Florida, and it sat 10,000 people. This was in the early 80s before people knew what mega church was. Well, it was this lady who worked for this evangelist. And when I tell you it was giving lesbian tease, it was giving very much I control you. Um, this lady, and again, you all, I was actually talking to this woman, and it was just interesting how she was almost scared to talk to somebody outside of her group, right? I ran into her again at the airport. I don't know if it was Atlanta. I can't remember which airport. But here comes the evangelist asking her, well, who is this? I'm like, wow. She talked to the lady like a dog. It was another person who was on the Preachers of Detroit. I'm not gonna name the person, but baby, it was so much verbal abuse and manipulation that this person had to come home and get psychological counseling because this person was talked to like a dog. I have seen it. These ministers get this money, they get power, they get all of this stuff, and they feel as if people are to do their bidding. They feel that God has given them authority to talk to people like dogs. They think that people should placate to them because they are God's anointed and they have a word from God. And so it turns into narcissism. It turns into just treating people plain rudely. And Rod Parsley is not the only one. I've seen it with Black ministers. I've seen it with white ministers. I've seen it in uh, other ethnic groups, churches, and it is ugly. This is why God don't be blessing folk to do no bigger things, because I know somebody right now, they were regionally big and they already had the big head. But y'all hear that tape with Rod Parsley talking to these folk? It was just disturbing. And I'm like, how can you be? And he sound angry. And I listen to his ministries and some of his tapes, and he sounds angry. He sounds like he need counseling. That Tony Evans thing done came back up. People want to know what you did, Tony. They want to know. And the thing is, people trying to act like Tony was all like, praise the Lord. I know the elders came to this conclusion that you need to sit down. So I don't know what you did, but you would have stayed at Oak Cliff had it not been for you getting caught. I don't know. And then there's another pastor out of Texas, and I can't think of this man's name, but he was saying that he had dated and had an inappropriate relationship with this woman when she was younger. Child, only to find out that the lady was 12 years old when this thing, child, it's a lot of things going on. Let me say this about that white haired man. I don't even care about that. That ain't even newsworthy to me. He ain't even newsworthy. Moving right along. Now, this last piece of what I'm going to talk about when it comes to things that are not beef sector is the Armand Wiggins situation. Now, if you old beef sector, try to say he got a side, baby, it's going to come out. Yeah, that white pastor had something to do with Trump. Yeah. He said she was a young lady, meaning that we thought this woman was 18, 21, 23, and she 12. Because the lady came out and busted him. Oh my God. So again, you all, at least I'm gonna give Ted Haggard his props. At least he got an old man who was a hooker. He purchased a hooker and they was doing meth. Now I know people gonna say, well, but at least he was age of consent. Okay, I'm gonna leave it right at that. Jay Wilson, the new strategy with a lot of churches is if the pastor faces heat for something they did, they will bring up something divisive like the trans issues. Yeah, but it's not. It's not. And I just think it's crazy. Pastor Morris from Texas. That's the one, Catherine Powell. Yes, he was a youth pastor. Child. Okay. So Tony Evans thing came out. We don't know what's going on with Tony Evans. They real tight-lipped about that. But we found out about this dude, this Morris dude, and it's a hot mess. And then the situation, you know, with Rob Parsley, which is awful how he talked to that man. All you got to do is put up Rob Parsley, talk to his employees like dog child. He talked to that man like a dog. And then the man was trying to tell him his hours, and he just seemed like he was angry and wanted to fight. But let's get on to this Armand Wiggins situation, baby. It's a lot to unload. We are no strangers to Armand Wiggins. Armand Wiggins came to our notice in the beef sector because Wiley from the Wiley Show was affiliated with Armand when Armand first started. And I think Armand was trying to take Wiley under his wing and show Wiley things and stuff. Baby, let me tell you something. Armand had called me and we had to straighten out some stuff because, again, I'm like, I don't have a problem with you, Armand, but it's a lot of stuff said. Of course, the official King Payne, who was a part of the gentleman's panel, was another person who was cool with Armand. So we know Armand is a part of the beef sector. He may not claim beef sector, but maybe he been through this fire. And I do believe that Armand was saying that he can't trust nobody on YouTube. And Armand, you're right, because people in the entertainment industry, maybe you work with them. There are some people that you give some leeway to, but other than that, that's it. Well, Armand did an old nasty piece of roast on Al Reynolds for Fox Soul. And Claudia, Armand, and Al were there, and Claudia was laughing her butt off while Armand was roasting the hell out of Al. Al was looking at Armand with this fake smile. Now, we know Al was mad as hell because he called Funky Dineva, and Al cussed. Baby, he got real butch realness with that cuss. And so we understand that. But a lot of people feel that Claudia set him up. A lot of people feel that Funky Dineva and folks set him up. And let me say this. I think people don't get it. There are no friends on YouTube. There are no friends, especially when you're dealing with a whole lot of money and contracts. And especially if you're a gay man, you don't know who's sleeping with who. You don't know how people got their positions. You really don't know. We don't know if Armand was told to do that because Armand said he did his job. But Armand, according to the streets, did not know Al well enough to even know all of that information. Somebody had to feed it to him. And it could be that Al and Armand are being set up, and there may be somebody behind it. I really don't know. We really don't know. But I think Armand needs to be wise. Now, Armand said he's to the belief that people just don't like him and that's who he is, and so on and so forth. And Armand, I just think that sometimes, you set yourself up for certain things. And this is a cutthroat industry, and you don't know who's telling people to do what and why to do certain things. And I think we need to be very careful with that. I do. Claudia should know. She was on the Housewives of Atlanta. And so people set folk up. And again, Tasha K and Armand, and Wild and Show and Armand. Then you have King Payne and Armand. And they were childhood friends, I'm assuming. So it's a lot going on here. But I think that you don't know what people have scripted. You got to be very careful, because maybe these producers be doing the most. It happens. Look at Dave Chappelle. Look at all of the stuff that goes behind the scene. Look at The Color Purple in the entertainment industry. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of things at stake. It's a lot of contract renewal. People don't understand that. But even with Miss Sophia, when she was at that radio program in Atlanta, baby, honey, those people was doing a whole lot. Miss Sophia was like, wait a minute, how come all these people getting raises? I ain't getting no raise. And then Miss Sophia started doing what she needed to do with her contract, but not fulfilling everything. And again, she did what she had to do. I'm telling you, y'all, it's a lot. So all I'm saying is I'm going to stay tuned for this. Some people really don't like Armand. Some people think Armand is a hothead. They think that, he does the most. I really never had a problem with Armand, but again, I don't trust people on YouTube. So for that mere fact, that's different. And let me say this to you all. People always want this fame. People always want this fame and stardom and all of that, but it's a price to pay with it, and you're going to pay the price. And I think Funky Dineva kind of gave us an insight that, you know what, it ain't even worth the price. People will try to act like they're doing you a favor while you could have done it yourself and made the money. But again, do you want all of that notoriety? And Armand has to realize that you can't get mad at people for doing something that you made yourself famous for. You were famous for celebrity gossip. You were famous for this. Now the tables have turned and people are doing it to you. And now you have to kind of go in and set the record straight and do certain things. And again, it's not important to you until it happens to you. And I'm not blaming Armand, but I'm just telling people, see, you have to be very careful, because you don't know when that table is going to turn and people are going to talk about you. And this is why I tell these content creators, if you talk about people, then expect people to talk about you. If you curse people out, expect people to curse you out. This is the thing. And if you can't deal with those things, then you might need to step away. And this is why I tell some of these people who are doing these diabolical things on these YouTube streets, because we have a lot of people who are unhinged. And so I wanted to say that with the Armand Wiggins thing, and I'm watching that very closely. I think that everybody's going to have some comments. I think that people are going to say what they want to say. Armand is not friendly with everybody. He has a lot of enemies out there as well as admirers. Now, I'm going to say I read some of those comments that people were leaving for Armand, and they kept on saying, well, we feel like you always have problems everywhere you go. You just got there and you already in drama. Baby, people were saying that. Maybe they said, maybe you need to look within yourself and look at you. So it was a lot of stuff with Armand. And I really can't say that, y'all, but we're going to find out. Now, Armand said that they're going on vacation. That's why they're taking that major hiatus for Fox Soul. So we will see. Catherine Powell said, I feel like Claudia used Armand to do her dirty work. Fox all of a sudden stated that they are on vacation for a week. Who believes that? Well, that's what he's trying to do. But y'all, we can't blame Claudia for everything. I mean, we really don't know. Is Al like they say he is? Or is because they say he might be dealing with somebody, but we don't know that. Everything is alleged. And again, we really don't know, but it's gonna come out. It's gonna come out. It's gonna come out, y'all. So anyway, so now let me get back to some of the beef sector stuff. You all, I don't take these people seriously. I know ZX has a lot to say, and I find these people like ZX and these men comical. They can't stand us, but they always want to be on our platforms. And, I know Brian hates to hear this, but for the mere fact that he feels like he is not supposed to be gay and going to that man's platform only just gave that man ammunition. And again, he's a user, but he's a clout chaser as well. And I'm going to say that because he clicked that link. I let him come up. I let him come up because the T.S. Madison thing was terrible. But see, I let him come up for a reason because I wanted people to see exactly what they do to each other and exactly what they've done. Here's a man who don't give a damn about MBK nor ghetto intellect. And ghetto intellect didn't like him either. But all of a sudden, they would do what they need to do to get involved with this person. And now, after all of these years, they're fighting against each other. I don't want that toxic stuff over here. And that's why I had to say to MBK and ghetto intellect, nobody needs you over here. We really don't. We really don't. So I just wanted to make that clear. A lot of people don't like Queen Tulsa. I know Queen Tulsa's MO. Queen Tulsa is a shit starter and she's gonna make it pop. That's what Queen Tulsa does. She got under Honest Row skin, and baby, Honest Row was not trying to hear it. Okay. But Honest Row clicked on the link. I didn't tell Honest Row to click on the link. I didn't say, Honest Row, we need you over here. I did not beckon Honest Row. Honest Row clicked that link on his own accord. Okay. Now, again, it's not my job to protect people. My job is to let people communicate. Sometimes it goes well where we can have civil conversations. Sometimes it does not. But here come Brian talking about some people ganging up. No, I was asking serious questions. I had serious concerns. We seen some things, but then you're gonna come over here and talk about some folk ganging up on some child. Bye. Move on with that. Again, but people got real sensitive in their spirit, and I knew it was gonna get in their spirit, and that's what it happens. Baby, I don't care about any of these folks. People gonna say what they want to say. They're gonna do what they want to do. Big whoop to do. Baby, I put my commercials in and we're gonna make a coin. And people gonna make a coin off of what I said. That's how it is in the beef sector. But let me say another thing. I'm not trying to make nobody gay. I can't make you gay if you ain't gay. If you straight, you gonna be straight. Period. Nobody can make you nothing. I am not trying. But again, I do not tell folk to come click my link. If your name is in the title, that doesn't mean you need to click the link. If your name is in the title, that means you're going to get talked about. That's how that works. See, and if you want to come on and hear what you're getting talked about, you can. But if you click the link, you can't. But I'm looking at these people, and these people click links for reasons. They click links because they need content for their stories. And that's what they do. I think the Miss O told the story well. I think she hit the nail on the head. And I think Beasley, as much as I don't let him on because I think Beasley is problematic, but Beasley told truth as well. And Demas O said that these people thought they were going to get protection or somebody wasn't going to let these people on or we were going to side with these people. Absolutely not. We are not enabling people. How people had to come through the beef sector, you're going to have to come through the same way. Nobody is changing things because you're sensitive. Nobody is changing things because you don't like people talking about your wife and your family. Well, that's course for the par in the beef sector. And the beef sector is not changing because of your morals and values. The beef sector is what it is. And that's what I want to say. And so I don't care about what NBK rather, or Ghetto Intellect has to say. They can say it. It is what it is. I'm here. And then you got this talent situation that happened with 7 Stars and those people. And again, talent was saying some things as well. And I'm listening to what he has to say. And I'm like, all of this stuff is regurgitated stuff that the beef sector already knows. Find something new. Give us something new. Because what you're regurgitating, we already know. We were there when Seven and Dusty was going through their debacle. We were right there. So you trying to tell us, trying to read them with stuff that's old don't make no sense. And so that's why we're sitting there looking, and I'm like, y'all up here observing beef sector stuff, trying to do this, and I'm just looking at you like with the side eye because I don't trust y'all. And that's it. And that's all. Hey, Sister T. Well, Dominique Devereaux, see, that's the thing. Just because she ain't the messenger you like, that don't mean she's the wrong messenger. Because the Miss O nailed it on the head when she said what she said. Now you may not like her, but one thing about me is, baby, I don't have to like you if you tell the truth. And like I said, I'm not crazy about Beasley, but Beasley spoke some truth. So just because she's the messenger you don't want, that don't mean she ain't the messenger. Now, she may not be the vessel you want that message to come through, but baby, she brought a message. And that's what I'm trying to say. See, sometimes we up there looking at the people and we don't hear what folks saying, and what she said was correct. And that's all. And again, this is why I was asking Honest Roll those questions. What do you think? Do you think that these guys intent, all right? Well, they nice. Well, okay, there's a lot of nice people. Like I told Honest Roll, there are nice people on the job who will smile in your face and go to lunch with you and be the ones who are advocating that you get fired or you get transferred to another division. Baby, niceness don't mean that folk ain't doing mean stuff. And that's what I don't get with y'all. Niceness don't mean folk ain't doing. There's a lot of nice people. And again, I'm not trying to beat a dead horse, but I'm going to say it again. Somebody gave Rebel some money. Rebel did not even ask for that money. That person put that money in Rebel's hands. And Rebel said, I was going to pay you back. And Rebel did pay that person back. But what that person did was use that situation to act like Rebel was destitute and that Rebel was begging them for money. But what we didn't know was that Rebel had already registered to be a part of their event. And they didn't have the event. And it took Rebel almost 6 months to a year to get his money back. And see, we don't hear that story. And that's all I'm telling y'all. Yeah, y'all, these people do some treacherous stuff. I'm telling you all, it's some really crappy stuff that goes on. And so I can't understand Armand Wiggins' concern about, you just don't trust nobody because these people will do anything. They may. Okay, I'm gonna drop the link, y'all, because I'm finished. Believe it or not, I'm finished. People like, oh, you showed say I cussed. I cussed. I sure did. And again, I don't need people to click on my link to make the show pop. The show is gonna pop with or without Ghetto Intellect or NBK because they want to act like you can't do nothing without them. Even Ness had brought that out. And I'm like, girl, it's not that serious. It's not that serious because we bring out very good entertainment and our stuff is not pre-made. It is organic. We do not manufacture our stories. So what Queen Tulsa did to Honest Row was in real time, and how Honest Row responded was in real time. When Talent clicked the link, he was coming for Seven in real time, and Seven said what she said in real time. And so that's what I'm trying to get people to understand, that we don't have manufactured crap over here. It is real. And that's the difference. When I cussed somebody out, baby, I was tired. People always want to come up there and talk about something. I don't appreciate y'all ganging up on somebody like they gonna do something. Like they gonna do something. You ain't gonna do nothing but listen. Okay? And you don't like it, that don't mean it ain't gonna happen. Honest Roy is a whole grown man. A whole grown man. A whole grown man. And I just got tired of it. Because again, you all, let me tell you about that person. Now they was up here crying and thought they was gonna lose their life, and they was ready to go FaceTime Jesus and all of this stuff. Baby, they was ready to go see Jesus a couple of minutes ago, and folks stopped everything. People said, you know what, we're gonna give this brother some respect because he's going through a traumatic event. He's going through a crisis. We don't know what it is, but he's going through a crisis. People who can't stand him stop the presses for that. And child, as soon as things got a little bit better, he messy. He in mess. And he doing that. And again, I'm like, okay, you ready then. You ready. Child, people just finished praying down heaven for you, and then all of a sudden, here you are being messy as hell coming up here. And yeah, I cussed you out. I cussed you out, and I know it made you mad. And he said, when he get home, I said, soon as I get home, like Faith Evans said, soon as you get home, and you do right there, you do it right on your platform. And if you got to do it when you get home, then you get home and you do it. But nobody's affected, nobody is moved because you angry and you doing a whole lot of stuff. And then he talking about I'm taking the same shot as you taking. I'm like, okay, but mine is working. Okay, I'm not in no steam room. Mine is working, boo boo. And so, and congratulations if you get some weight loss. That's what the drug's supposed to do. That's what the drug is supposed to do. But you still got to go to the gym for real, for real. And that's what the drug's supposed to do, beloveds. Beloveds, that's what the drug is supposed to do. So anyway, what you want a cookie for that? And he done lost 5 pounds and acting like Brianna. Okay, done lost 5 pounds and acting like he Mr. Olympia. Child. Now, if 5 pounds gonna do that for your ass, then Lord knows when you lose 10. Help him, Lord. Now we was up here and like he was about to face the time Jesus, honey, like him and Jesus was about to Skype, how he was acting, and then coming up here acting crazy. And I got tired of it. I got tired of it and I cussed. And baby, it felt good. Have you ever had to cuss? Now let me say this. I don't cuss often, but sometimes cussing is cathartic. It really just lets you get it off your chest. And baby, I got that cuss off my chest and I felt much better, boo. I took a old nasty piece of nap, baby, and almost didn't wake up. It felt that good, okay? And then I had to tell our honest roll it to get to the point because we didn't have 50 years for you to get your thoughts together. Okay, I'm like, just tell it, honest roll. Ain't nobody got time for that. I wasn't angry at you. I was just angry that you had to go all around to Interstate 10, then take Interstate 5, and then catch Interstate 90 just to get to New York, while all you had to do was take 95. Okay, the honest roll went up 95 from Miami, got to Interstate 10 and took a left and went west, then made old nasty piece a right-hand turn over there on Interstate 5 in California, then got to Interstate 90 and then drove on over to New York. Well, all he had to do was take 95. That's all we just say. Take 95, boo. Stop trying to take 10 and 5 and 90 to get to 95. All you just got to do is take the road straight to 95, Jesus. Baby, you doing all the bypasses on 295, on 395, on 695. All you got to do is stay on the road. Go through downtown Jacksonville, boo. Go through downtown, okay? Stop trying to do the bypasses. That's all I'm saying. You was doing all them damn bypasses. Baby, that cussing made me feel, baby, I slept. Now, am I gonna do some more cussing again? No, because I just don't cuss to cuss. But I cuss when it counts. Look at your neighbor and say, cuss when it counts. Okay. Look at your neighbor and say, cuss when it counts. Okay. Cuss when it counts. That's all I got to say, honey. You cuss when it counts. Girl, by the time Honest Road would tell it, World News Tonight would have been on and gone off. That's why I said, tell it. Stop up here sugarcoating the stuff and tell the stuff. Girl, we want a nonstop. You giving us a whole 3 hour layover in Baltimore, and we trying to get to Atlanta. Girl, we trying to get on a whole nonstop to Orlando, but we got to go to Denver, okay, and wait 5 hours in Denver just to get to Orlando. Nobody ain't trying to do that, baby. We need a nonstop flight. And all I'm saying, honest road, is start using your nonstop vocabulary. Start using your non-stop interstates, okay? Stop doing them bypasses and them layovers. Nobody don't got time for that. Am I making sense? If I'm making sense, could you please put a 1 in the room? Now, if I'm not making sense, put a 2. But that's all I was telling him to do. I just needed you to get to the point. Okay, all right. I'm like, look. Now look, no, I didn't talk on this Brian thing. Number one, I don't know what he did. I don't know if Brian even said so. It don't really matter to me because it was in the moment. It was in the moment. I got tired. I got tired. And again, if you like honest road, like honest road. If that's what I wanna be your man. Okay, if that's what you want to be the man's man. But don't come up here trying to act like you Captain Save a Hoe and you gonna take on all of the people because again, really don't do that. Don't do that. It was not appropriate. You didn't come in the right spirit. Okay, I felt that your spirit was not right. I think you came in a spirit of anger. You came in a spirit of I'm gonna get y'all. Y'all ganging up on Ro. Nobody ain't gang up on Ro. Honey, Ro told Queen Tulsa a few things. Ro told Queen Tulsa a few things. Okay. But baby, that whole thing was different. And then, Seven Stars came in to ask a question about Sassy, and then Sassy X-Man Talent came in and started talking about Seven Stars and stuff. And then he wanted to get a little spicy with me, but I ain't had time for it because I really did have a rehearsal to get to because I was getting paid. So again, I'm not really interested in all that foolery and stuff because you really ain't beef sector. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, really? And so this is what these people are trying to do. Just trying to get in and be trolls and then have content. And that's what they're trying to do. And I ain't calling nobody gay. If you ain't gay, you don't have nothing to worry about. I'm just saying some of y'all actions, even gay people don't do. Y'all gayer than gay folk, and y'all ain't supposed to be gay. And I don't get that. Nobody ain't calling me at no 2:30 in the morning unless you my man. Okay. And my man, you better have a good reason. You better be like, I'm sick. Can you take me to the emergency room? Okay. Don't be calling me in my sleep. Okay. Because we respect each other and we have boundaries. Okay. Calling somebody at 3 o'clock. Okay, giving folk money that you ain't sleeping with. Child, that ain't your man. And y'all think that's what? No, ma'am. So anyway, look, I'm gonna drop this link one more time and then I'm going on to bed because see, I ain't come for all the foolery. I didn't come for all the shenanigans. I just came to say what I had to say. I done said it. And if you don't add no more to it, baby, we gonna be done for the night. Because again, I know the kids got something to say. They said grown folk did a whole thing of me. Grown folk, you are biggest user. I know you ain't trying to say that somebody done did somebody in after you done listen to that man and put all of his business out there about how he and his wife was having marital issues and you told folk about that man indiscretion and you think you all right, you really think you child bye. Grown folk is a hot mess and he always want to blame and point the finger at somebody, and we got to remember he was the man who done put people's business out, put people's health status out, did all of this mess. And this is why I understand why Kwani want to be over there acting like she got her like her panana is gonna get him like she got the stuff. Baby, he used you and shook you out, told everybody that y'all, was talking, put your phone number out, talked about your little business and stuff. And I'm like, are you serious? But that's what y'all do. Y'all trust that snake. Y'all trust these snakes and stuff. And then the thing is, you got all of this energy and venom for me. And child, these folk done did some terrible stuff to y'all. And he done did some stuff to me, and I understand. But the thing is, I'm blessed, and I come out on top. I don't care what you say. You can't stop me. I got options. Okay, you may not like the degrees, but they real and they valid. Okay, okay, and I got one, and I can prove I got a high school diploma as well. Some people can't even prove they got a diploma. Okay, much less a GED. Come on, deep dive. I'm a snake killer, honey. I ain't trying to charm you. Baby, honey, I'm from the state of Florida where the people used to get them little buckets and turn them over and have them old nasty piece of cane fishing poles. And as soon as we see that water markers and hack, baby, that whole hacked your head off and we cut you in pieces. We cut you in pieces. Okay? I ain't trying to charm you. I'm trying to kill you. I'm trying to chop you up to make sure you don't come, honey, because a charm snake is a live snake, and I don't want no snake alive around me. Hello, somebody. All I need is the anti venom. I just need the top, so we can go ahead and get that anti venom, that serum, so we can heal some people. Child. Anyway, y'all. That's all I had to say. And thank y'all for coming. I'm getting ready to go to bed. See, I didn't have to say a whole lot. It's 52 minutes. We done talked about a variety of things. We're gonna see what happens with this Armand Wiggins thing. We're gonna see what happens with this Rob Parsley and these preachers. I'm going to follow this situation with that man who was unalive. We're going to talk about that. So we had a lot to talk about. And the first thing that we talked about don't even have nothing to do with beef sector. And I'm going to say this, child. Baby, that Vegas trip is taking a lot of turns, baby. This Vegas trip has more turns than Lombardi Street in San Francisco. Baby, this Vegas trip is just too many things. People posting stuff on the wall. Folk don't want some folk to come. Some people want some folk to come. Some folk changing their mind about other folk because they really ain't in charge. And people making decisions and doing the shots. And this is what I'm telling y'all, baby. If you don't control the money purse, the people who control the purse controls what you gonna do. And this is why Chef need to be working more than them two jobs, girl. You really need to be, baby. I'm telling you, this ain't gonna end well. It just don't seem right in my spirit. That's all I'm gonna say. Child, they said people scared to come up because their legs bent over. Child, they said they whole legs look like an X. Some people scared to come up because their teeth ain't all right. And I can't understand how y'all getting all these cash apps and can't do nothing with your teeth. I don't understand that all these cash apps, y'all spending the money in the wrong place. I can't understand how y'all getting all this money for cash app, but furniture look like it's toe up in your house. Okay, I can't understand how you getting all this money in cash app and you need Molly Maid. I don't get all of that. Child, Cherry the Bomb is crazy. Did she do it on Keisha Mapisha? Honey, because Cherry Bomb was getting mad at the puppet girl. Cherry Bomb was trying to fight the puppet girl. Okay, excuse me, the Muppet. I better not call that thing no puppet. It's the Muppet, honey. She was ready to fight Kiki Mapisha, honey. The Muppet. Kiki Mapisha was reading Cherry the Bomb down. When I tell you Kiki Mapisha Kiki Mapisha was reading her down. I couldn't. She said, "Hey, Mark." Ah. So I'm gonna check that out, y'all. Anyway, y'all have a good night. I said what I said. I'm sure it'll be more things said, but it is what it is. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Jay Wilson, did you hear about the Mo3 sector pull up today? No. No, I didn't. I did not. Gums, what's happening? Jay Wilson, did you hear Brian is warming himself up to do a big roast and drag you? Child, but you gotta warm up to do it. See, when you a pro, you just do it right on the spot. You don't have to warm up to nothing. You don't have to go home. You can be in your car. You can be on your job. You can be at worship and still read. See, that's the whole thing. When you got to go home to read, or when you got to get your mind set up and write your stuff down, you already lost. Moving right along. See there? See that? That's all I'm trying to say. But baby, what about this Mo 3 pull up? Who done pulled up, baby? I don't know these people in the Mo 3, but who done pulled up? Who pulled up? Do we know him? Gums. Do we know him? Did you hear? Child, they say Nika is enabling somebody, but no, I didn't hear Nika live. I'm gonna go on over there since y'all done mentioned him. Child, but this is the thing, Gums. You don't even know. Gums and I'm trying to make sense of it. So what did SK is that Sir King? Oh, what did Sir King and Lemon have to talk about? Ooh, what happened? What happened, baby? Ooh, they talking. Make up to break up. What Sir King and Lemon had to say? Baby, what was it? I didn't go over that. I didn't know. But what Sir King and Lemon had to talk about, I'm sure it was deep. Oh, he apologized. Sir King is in love with Lemon. He in love with Lemon numbers. That's it. He kept focusing on how Lemon took Bree from him. Ain't that a mess? Ain't that a mess? Ain't that a mess? Child, ain't that a mess? These people so silly. Ain't that a mess? Well, it seemed like Ness done took Lemon from Bree because baby, Ness is doing the most with Lemon. Child, Lemon wasn't Lemon supposed to go to Jamaica? Girl, that Jamaica trip went nowhere real quick. But anyway, it is what it is. See, people always want to talk about folk when they planning stuff. And then when they plan stuff and folks start threatening and stuff, then people get they get a little nervous. Okay. They get a little nervous about things when some folks start, saying that we're gonna come for your stuff. Hmm. See what I'm saying? But people can talk about your stuff. They can talk about your cruise ship and how cheap it is and all of this stuff. But you can't even get to Jamaica because folk done said they was going to have a whole six-gun territory down at the Jamaica. And now we can really have a WWE SmackDown in Las Vegas and folks scared. And then people don't want to get on that camera because folks say that folk don't really look like they supposed to be looking, and they say people looking a little different and they having all them filters and avatars. Well, I don't know if her views are dropping, but again, you can't be like Rob Parsley and talk to your people like dogs. Now I do talk to some trolls like dogs, but that ain't my people. Because again, you can't expect people to support you and you steadily berating the people and telling the people they stupid and stuff. See, this is what some of these people have problems with because they got anger issues and they don't know how to control their anger issues. And then they come on over here and then people say, "Hey, you ain't gonna talk to me this way." And I'm telling you what, you crazy as cat pee when you allow somebody virtually to talk to you like a dog. You are really messed up when you allow people virtually to tell you to shut up. Okay, I'm like, baby, this is why I was looking at somebody crazy when they said that they told him to shut up. I'm like, wait, did she just tell you to shut up? And see, then people think that I get angry. No, I ain't get angry. I'm just letting you know that you don't run ish over here. And I'm gonna talk to you because if you give me crazy cat pee energy, I'm gonna give you crazy cat pee energy without being cat crazy. Okay? But I'm gonna tell it like it is. And that's why you get tired. And then people will leave you alone then. All you gotta do is give good one cuss out. One good cuss out. baby. And see, when you don't cuss a lot, honey, when you cuss, it takes them off guard. They don't know how to deal with that cuss out, and the people already typing in the chat because you don't cuss that much. See, people use cuss too much. You got to know when to use the cuss and not to when use because you got to know when to turn the cuss on and turn the cuss off. And that's people's problem. Yeah, Ness already told people shit they ain't filming. They said she said, folks, she said y'all ain't filming, child. She already told y'all what she already telling y'all what y'all gonna do, and y'all ain't even in the place yet. And honey, she telling y'all when y'all gonna film, when y'all ain't gonna film. She just telling y'all what y'all gonna do already, and y'all ain't even got there. Oh Lord, y'all. Let me say this now. I don't cuss all the time, and it really shocks some people. But y'all, when I first came on YouTube, baby, and when we were dealing with that T.S. Madison and Kaya situation, baby, I would cuss a whole lot. I was cussing a whole lot. You hear me? You think that's gonna let people record that lip? Child, they ain't say the lip, baby. They said it's the leg. Child, I don't know, but we'll see. I ain't hating on nobody. I don't know how that leg look for real though. Well, Cat W, I wouldn't doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. See, I think Sean's sending a mole to Vegas would be more appropriate than what he tried to do on the ship because we were unified. He didn't move nothing because he was on the ship. And the funny part about it is people came to me apologizing because people really met me and they were like, we really like you, Jay. And you know, we don't want to mess up your situation. And they told me what was happening. They told me why they came. And I'm like, okay, because I wasn't tripping, y'all. If you if you got your stuff planned and executed, you don't have to worry. I don't care who would have come. We would have still done what we had to do because it was planned. The rooms, when's the people supposed to have their money, what gift we were going to provide, the drinks. We knew all of that stuff. Baby, when I tell you, Vivian and I, before that ship docked to Miami, see, y'all don't know this, but before that ship docked in Miami, Vivian and I was meeting with the financial people to make sure that nobody was going to get stopped on that ship because something wasn't paid by us. You hear me? That's how serious we were about our reputation. Now, can you be perfect in everything? No. But I tell you what, on that cruise ship, we ain't had no problems financially. We didn't have no problems with people getting that credit. We didn't have problems with folk getting all the drinks they want. We had already planned that. And for our new event, we're planning for that now so we can bring that out. But see, we're not putting it out too soon. We're not putting it out too soon for a reason. And for the people who know, you know. For the people who going, you going, and you know. People don't even know what. Child, when people was telling me that somebody was gonna come to our event, child, I know you lying because you don't even know about it. You don't even know where we going. Just like folk thought they had an insight of what we was doing for the cruise and how many people going, all that speculation, and wound up 40 people was already, baby, I was sitting up there laughing at y'all. Yeah, I'm not playing with y'all. Seriously, real talk. I am going back to the cruise. When y'all was talking all that mess, talking about, ooh, the people ain't going on the cruise now. And child, we had 40 folk. We already knew what was going on. And the thing is, we didn't have to lie about it. And that's what made me laugh, because folk actually act like they knew what was going on and didn't know jack crap. And that's what got me. So again, we're getting ready to go to a location that's going to be awesome. And we're going to have a good time. And we're going to have food, fun, and fellowship. That's all we plan to do. Food, fun, and fellowship. That's what I promise. Food, fun. I'm not promising celebrities. I'm not promising over the top amenities. I'm promising food, fun, and fellowship. And that's what you get. We're not promising any more than food, fun, and fellowship. And if people stop over promising and focus on something they could do, baby, people shouldn't be on 18 tiers of a trip. I really didn't, y'all. When I tell y'all I really don't listen to stuff anymore, y'all telling me more things that I know, because I don't really go over there looking at these people, to be honest. Now, let me tell y'all something though. Let me tell y'all something. Baby, people so messy. And I'm going to say this again. I did not ask for that Tracy picture. I did not ask for it. I shouldn't have even opened it. Something in my spirit said, don't open this. Something in my spirit say, don't open it. But baby, I just said, let me see what these folks talking about. Cha. Let me do a cha. Cha. When I tell you I opened that thing, baby, when I tell you they had an arrow pointing to the girl, the people had the arrow. These people so messy. Girl, they wanted me to see it. Girl, they had the arrow pointing to the thing. And then when she put it in her mouth, they showed it when she put it in her mouth, and they had an arrow to her mouth. Girl, I fell out. It was the arrow for me. Not the arrow, but the arrow. It was the arrow for me. Baby, it was the C for me. Baby, they wanted me to see whatever she put in her mouth. They wanted me to see that. Honey, it was the arrow. That I fell out off the arrow, because baby, they was detailed. Honey, they so messy. They wanted me to see. Baby, I saw that thing and I fell the hell out. Do you hear me? I fell the hell out. That's all I'm going to say. And I seen it with my own eyes. See, I wasn't trying to go there. See, y'all, I was trying to be all saved. I wasn't trying to go there with people. I was trying to live for the Lord. I wasn't trying to look at that thing. And baby, this is why I don't eat from everybody's house. This is why I don't be sharing folk clothes. This is why I don't be wearing people's hats and stuff. Oh, no. See, because people be doing stuff and you be like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Because waiting in the cloud, baby, when I tell you they had an arrow pointing to the item, then they had the arrow, and then they slowed it down, child. That's the thing. They slowed it down. It was like, rah, rah. And then they showed it when she ate it, and then they showed the arrow. Child, I was done. I'm like, you know what? I can't even do this no more. I don't even want to do this no more. I said, this ain't, I said, see, I couldn't do it. So I don't know what was on her face. I don't know. Maybe it was a Cheeto she forgot to eat. Maybe it was some French fry residue. I don't know what it was, beloved. I don't know. See, I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt. Okay? I'm trying to get, maybe it was some Taki dust, and it kind of hardened up, and she ate a little Taki dust. I don't know. If you don't know what Takis is, Baby, they are really good tater chips. Maybe it was some Taki. I don't know. Honey, Dobbin, they had arrows, girl. It was like they were like, see. Them arrows was saying, see to me. That's what the arrows was giving, honey. It was giving see. The arrows saying, I tell you no lies. The arrow was saying, baby, you wouldn't have believed it if I didn't show you the arrows. Baby, if I didn't see them arrows, it was the arrows for me. Well, Nessa's snapping on people, baby. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happened, baby. Ooh. But baby, let me tell y'all something. I just had to hurry up and click off that thing. I just didn't want to see it. I didn't want to see it because see, you don't want to be believing bad things about people, even though that they act like you done did them wrong. Sometimes you don't want to see bad things about people because you know you don't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's like people trying to be messy and stuff. Child, this would be unmessy. Baby, they wanted me to know that. Child, this was real. It did happen. Because again, I wasn't trying to talk about it, but the honey, them ears was like, see, it went from here to here. And child, when they put that ear in her mouth and showed the thing, and then they slowed down the taping. Baby, they slowed down the table. It was like, ah! I'm like, oh, these people ain't right. These people ain't saved. They don't know Jesus in the partner they see it because they showed it. Put that thing out there like that. Oh my goodness. And I ain't trying to be nasty to nobody, baby. True line, we just talked about it. That was the first thing that came up. But Dob, I'm like, well, maybe it's some chicken, and maybe it's some chicken skin that was up there, and she didn't notice, and it was some chicken skin, or maybe it was a French fry from In and Out that she forgot. I don't know, but I was trying to make up excuses. I don't know what the hell it was, but baby, I did see it on her face because the arrow pointed to it, and I did see it pop up in her mouth because the arrow pointed to that as well. But look, y'all, I gotta go. It's almost 12 o'clock and I need to get some rest. But y'all take care. Ooh, it was just a lot going on. And I'll probably look at some people and see what's going on in here. I'll go on over there and check a few of these things out. So anyway, y'all have a good night. Peace and love. I'll talk to y'all later on.